Coming up, we've got an interview with the creative team behind the new book, Prophet. Welcome back, Zappers. I'm Devin Curry with Shazap.com, your online source for comic book news and reviews. Today on Shazap, we've got the distinct pleasure of having with us Dan Corey and Anthony Diecidue, the creative team behind the new title, The Prophet. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate you coming in and speaking with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks. Sure thing. So tell us a little bit about your new project that you've got going.
Well, Prophet is at its core, a supernatural spaghetti western.
Yeah, definitely. It's like kind of a western noir with a supernatural overtones. Dark, kind of Punisher type feel with that Clint Eastwood flair.
With horror elements interjected.
A little bit of horror, yeah.
All right, it's a little bit of everything. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and where did you come up with the idea for the character?
Well, the character was inspired, like I mentioned, you know, it's a supernatural spaghetti western. So it was inspired by, you know, these films from the 60s. You know, Sergio Leone was this Italian director who was inspired to make these films, these western films, based on a sense of disenchantment. Kind of came up with these kind of like idea for this kind of a postmodern western. So that's kind of what the inspiration was, you know. Okay. That's why I call it a spaghetti western.
Cool. And developing the look for the character, you know, where did you guys start with that, and how, you know, explain the process a little bit.
The beginning of it was basically based on what he described, which was very much like a Clint Eastwood. The first thing I did was doing a bunch of drawings of Clint Eastwood. If you see some of the early sketches, it looks exactly like Clint Eastwood. And I started to veer off it, especially beyond the first like 12-issue kind of, or not 12-issue, 12-page intro that we did initially. Once I got into like the full-on book and really got into who the character was, I started to like push and pull like his characteristics and feel out who he was, and which is like the same for all the characters. Like I kind of kept in mind an idea of like an actor or a hero or villain that pulling from my experience and reading comics since I was a kid, and then just going off of that and just kind of feel it out, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave him idea, like for each character I suggested, you know, have this actor playing, and you know, I gave him suggestions, but then he would kind of take that just as a basic mold and you know, kind of made it his own for each character. So yeah, it was, yeah, especially the lead character, the Prophet. It was it went under a lot of transformation with the Prophet. Yeah,
definitely. All right.
I think there's sketches on the website where you see some of the early stuff, and it looks totally different from what he is now. He's got a definite look now compared to what he was before. So.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks for tuning in to Shazap. I'm Devin Curry here with Dan Corey and Anthony Diecidue from the book Prophet. Thanks for tuning in to Shazap, and we'll see you next time.